everyone and welcome back. Today we were finally moving into our new house, and since a lot of work needs to be done before leaving this place, I started by making my priority list to get work done in the right order to make this transition a bit smoother. I had packed most of the items, but a few were left out, so I started by putting everything into our bags to be ready to move out. This year Diwali was very different, and while packing Diwali decor, I was really happy and content with how it went. From no plans to decorate the house since we have just moved into the new city to having a fun-filled, beautiful 3 days. Along with packing, lunch was another priority for the day. But since a lot needs to be done, I kept it very simple but healthy. There were some veggies in the fridge that needed to be consumed, so I decided to make mixed veg masala khichdi to reduce my cooking time. For masala khichdi, I started by frying some peanuts in the ghee. I then made the masala tempering by adding mustard seeds, minced garlic, peas and some turmeric powder. After sauteing peas for 3 to 4 minutes, I then added chopped potatoes, red chili powder, coriander powder and garam masala powder. Once the potatoes are slightly done, I added the chopped tomatoes and mixed everything well. In the end, I added soaked dal and rice and some salt and gave everything a good mix before closing the cooker lid on for 1 whistle on the lowest flame. I also decided to make quick masala potato sabzi with my khichdi. So I started by dry roasting some whole spices and grinding them with the help of a rolling pin since I don't have any grinder here. Now for sabzi, in some oil I'll add jeera, lots of crushed garlic and onions and saute them well. I'll then add turmeric and chopped potatoes, salt and cook it covered. Once potatoes are done, I'll add chopped tomatoes, prepared spice mix, red chili powder, coriander powder and mix everything together. A handful of chopped coriander always enhances the taste well. Rutvi's school is going in full swing, and with change during mid-session, we have a bit of a backlog to cover. So while packing and wrapping things, I decided to work on her homework alongside. Between all the shifting and shuffling, I don't want Rutvi to feel left out in the schoolwork. And since Rutvi's studies are equally important, I try to multitask it with the less demanding house chores so that my major attention stays on her. It is hard to create a routine at this moment, and maybe for the coming days too. But the main priority for me during such demanding days is to focus on doing things to the best of my capacity and keep going till this wave settles in. While packing everything in, I was swiftly recalling how worried I was a month back. Moving to a new city, settling Rutvi into a new school, new house weight, temporary accommodation, festivities and whatnot. But today, it feels like half the battle is won. Every stage is a new learning, and so was this movement. And my biggest takeaway from this shuffling is just to pay focus on doing things with a little bit of advanced planning and not overthinking at all. Overthinking only kills productivity and brings in some unnecessary worries that hampers us in moving ahead. I focused primarily on my daily tasks based on their priority and things started falling at place. Next stage is even tougher as settling into a new house with 2 small kids isn't a cakewalk. But I decided to take one day at a time and not overburdening myself with unwanted thoughts. Disaster! Disaster! No! No! After Dhere was well fed, I laid our plates and was happy to eat a comfort food full of vegetables. A good food doesn't just nourish the mind and body, but gives a nice break from work, ongoing thoughts, and everything else. After lunch, we moved to the new house. I took a moment to understand that it's gonna be a marathon for the coming days. Unpacking every single carton, finding space to fit in things, organizing spaces for a better living, cleaning after unpacking along with the daily chores, and lastly home decor. Well, the list was long, but I'm in no rush. I knew exactly how I needed to roll to be able to manage this unpacking while keeping kids as priority. So I worked on the idea of keeping each carton in their assigned place and unpacking one place at a time. But I'm glad I was not alone in this, and with Karthik and some external help, I can manage it slowly and steadily. This is an old government house which was not maintained post-COVID days and needed some serious touch-ups. So along with everything, I also added the repair work in my to-dos. Going with the priority, I started by sorting kids' rooms first. We have enrolled Dhere into a play school right below my building, and Rutvi's school is also going in full swing, so I wanted to place kids' item in complete visibility to not miss out on any school, study or fun needs. Also, because kids need space to play, I wanted to rush into settling them first and started sorting their toys, books, stationery, bags and other essentials. Kids Almira needs some serious touch-ups, but instead of randomly jumping into buying things, I'll first analyze what is needed and will make some purchases to bring them into order. Honestly, I'm very happy with the cupboards here as they have enough space and proper shelves to accommodate both kids' clothes. All I need is to find ways to make it look nice. But as I said, decor comes in the last leg. Once the kids' room was sorted and was empty, the second area was of course kitchen. Thanks to my stay at the service apartment, I had my kitchen working from day one. So the main task was to unpack every single kitchen item and place them where the space allows in the beginning. Honestly, this house is a love at first sight. There is just so much space for kids to run around, so much light compared to the previous one, and so much scope of decking up as per my liking. I can't wait to set this kitchen, decorate the house and enjoy this new setup till it lasts. I feel the only silver lining with transfers is that they bring in so much newness to life and expose me to new things which I very much cherish. Kitchen sorting took me good 3 days. The organizing is still pending, but at least things have opened up and placed within the kitchen. As I told you, this house needs some major repair work. While workers are coming to settle major jobs, I decided to work on some minor issues to pace this settling in. The wall seam above the stove is cracking and looks very dirty while cooking. So I thought of cleaning and repairing it today. Although we got the thorough professional cleaning done, the tile grout still looks so dirty due to excessive grease and grime, which can be seen sticking very clearly on the sides of the granite slab too. So I decided to deal with these minor issues and started by clearing the workspace first. Once cleared, I started by scraping the worn out section of the wall. Initially, it looked like a task to me, but the worn out section came off very easily, giving a flat surface to repair. I cleared the excess dust with the help of a brush to get a friction-free surface. Scraping took me just 15 minutes since it was a very small section. All the hard work was done and now it was fixing time. I took some white cement and mixed it with water to make a toothpaste-like consistency. I made small batches of this cement mix as it dries out fast, and once the consistency is good, I wore the gloves and started applying the cement onto the wall. I am not an expert, but it wasn't a rocket science. Since it was a small section, the cement application took another 15 minutes. Once the wall was sealed, I made another small batch to cover all the broken tiles or holes in the kitchen. These open spaces actually become home for bugs and ants, and sealing them before they multiply is the easiest option of all. The drill holes look extremely ugly, so I concealed them also with the help of white cement. Wearing gloves is an absolute mandate while working with cement, as the hands go through extreme wear and tear. Now that the wall fixing was done, I started working on the grouts of tiles. I started by scraping the gaps and taking as much grime out as possible. I used this cement leveling patti, or also called as patra in local hardware shops. Since it was very sharp, it made scraping every space so much easier. So I used the same for scraping the stuck grime on the granite slab also, and wow, all the stuck grime came off so easily. I am really loving this mini tool for scraping the old stuck grease without much effort. After a good scraping of 15 minutes, the tile gap looked better, but I had a better solution in mind. I had bought a cement-based tile grout from the market to refilling the gaps for a cleaner look. I again took it in small quantities and gradually added water to make a toothpaste-like consistency. Once mixed right, I started applying it in the gaps. White cement usually turns yellow with regular cleaning and also develops cracks, while tile grout claims to overrule these issues. Tile grout also comes in tube, but buying tile grout in powder form instead of tube comes out economical, especially if you're looking for a larger surface area. I'm planning to use it for bathroom tiles as well, so thought powder form will only make more sense. I made sure I applied it to even the smallest of gaps. I had also applied the same on the opposite sink side as well. In the end, I used a damp cloth to clean the excess dried grout mix and the entire slab. I leave the mixture untouched for minimum of 4 hours before cleaning the walls with wet cloth. I was happy to find solutions and quick fixes to these yearly household problems, and glad I won't be needing any external help to resolve such issues in future. I could clearly see the difference from untidy backsplash to having a neater wall. Kitchen is slowly coming together, and I wish to bring some good changes in the coming days. Hope you enjoyed watching this little life update, new house glimpses and house repair tips and ideas. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and join me on Instagram for some daily life updates. And I'll see you in my next video. Until next time, stay tuned.